Greetings, greetings, peace, salutations, and all of that good stuff as y'all are starting to filter in. Peace, beloveds, greetings, greetings, greetings. How are you? How are you? How was your day? Peace, peace, peace. Look at you, right, Steph? One of the first ones in. They've been fooling with my people been saying they ain't getting my notifications. It's so crazy. I'm so over social media. Uh, these platforms been real interesting and real tricky lately. They're real tricky. Peace, beloved, Bella. So real quick, we're gonna go over what was today? Mastery. Today was mastery. I know everybody as they're coming in. Um, today was mastery. And it's crazy because I had some cards. Peace, Twan. That came in this morning. And I probably should have paid more attention for my own personal self just because of the way things were happening today. It was a reminder to get into my own self mastery. But all is well. All is well. And my sister circle was right on time. They didn't even know. They didn't even know. They came right through with the food and the flowers right on time. I so needed it. It was right on time for my spirit. It helped me calm my spirit at the time or whatnot. Yes, the sun is about to be interesting. The sun, Mercury, um, Venus doing some stuff. Yeah. The planets was like that. They gave y'all a little bit of a break. And now here is a time for y'all to pay attention. Let's see if all the tools that you've been learning really work. It's almost like taking a monk and throwing him in the middle of New York City. Can you still stay in your Wusa energy when people are testing you? Yes, throat chakra. Listen, listen when I tell you. Venus always doing something funky, I swear. That retrograde, this Mercury retrograde is interesting. We ain't even got into it. The shadow effect is interesting within itself. Um, Something I wanted to touch on real quick while we waiting for some of the other people, because you know how they do. They chime all late. But I came on a little early because I got so much I want to do. And it's a lot of topics I want to touch on. So is it just me? Or don't it seem weird how like all of these celebrities that are getting locked up or getting charges brought against them, and it's like cases being brought, like they be having the whole not like videos, pictures, like even with the Jesse thing, it's like they have all this evidence like in 2.2 seconds, especially that situation in Chicago. I'm like, is it just me, or did y'all forget that like they got like a lot of people dying in Chicago? I know in the beginning of my lives, I've kind of shed some light about Chicago and some other dynamics. Pay attention. Pay attention where the money going. Pay attention to like in Chicago, one of the richest men in the world started buying up property. Pay attention to all these different little dynamics. Pay attention, right? Sex trafficking. How we don't know where all them women that disappeared, and it was an abundance of women, young black women in particular. We don't know where they went. We don't know how they disappeared. But y'all was able to narrow down that homie done created this whole story in like 2.2 seconds. I'm just saying, when will we as a society wake up and say, That shit seem a little fishy. How y'all got all of that evidence, but we still can't find these missing girls. I'm just saying. That just seemed weird. Like everybody else was focused on that. And then the other focus for me was when they create that big of a distraction, what's going on? What we not paying attention? Did we miss the little small, you know how I be having a little news going in the little small print under the screen? I'm like, did we miss something? Like, did we really miss something? I'm like, that was too big. They made way too big. When the last time y'all seen the chief of police on Good Morning America in a case? Y'all got so much evidence against Trump, except for the smoking gun, and he's still in the White House. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it alone because I try not to get into all of that. But those were things that I was looking at, and then I started looking at. Pay attention to what the symbolic meaning of it. Why is it that that particular dynamic got made such a big deal? We really need to break down what his name is. What does his name mean? Who is he the son of? Why did it happen in Chicago? Why is all of this stuff happening in Chicago? Why is Chicago really the center point for a lot of energy? Right. I just feel like it's a whole lot going on, and it's just because we paying attention to the wrong shit. But that's a whole nother video. Y'all know how I get. That's a whole nother video. I'm not gonna get into that. But it just seemed like, might want to pay attention to that. The other thing that I was looking at, I don't know if y'all saw where I posted. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up on my other phone. Okay, so when I posted the solar storm and the effects that that energy shift can have, and I've been posting a lot about energy shift and how it affects your body, how it affects your mental, things that you should start seeing as symptoms. Okay. Um, One of the biggest things that I've been paying attention to recently in the news, and I don't even watch the news, but I keep my ear open for certain dynamics. These flu-like symptoms, okay? These measles breakouts. I'm gonna just say this: in your area, pay attention to the outbreaks, specifically within children, because I feel like the children are so innocent and they are less blocked than adults that you can tell what's going on with the universe by how they respond. They're way more receptive and they're way more open to energy. They're way more open to shift, to how to evolve, this evolution that we're going through, the shifting that we're going through. Pay attention to how these kids are showing these symptoms. Because if y'all really, really look at it, there's a lot. Like my son's school, I told y'all my baby had the flu. And I don't even do vaccines, but my 6-year old actually had the flu shot. Long story, we ain't gonna get in that. I was crying in the doctor's office. They was looking at me like I was crazy. I was just like, oh God, I can't believe I was having a whole live breakdown because I waited too late and I had to comply because I got my baby in the school system. So I was like, that's the last time that shit would never ever happen again. But I'm like, he had the flu shot and he still came down with the flu. What the fuck is y'all shooting our kids up with? And then on top of that, it wasn't the flu. Peaceful of it. Because then when I started really studying on these symptoms that we are getting from the things that are being sprayed, from the energy shifting, the planet moving, the position of the moon, if y'all paying attention to that, how the moon is actually looking compared to how it used to look when it was in certain stages and phases. Okay. How the sun is looking, how the weather is, It was damn near 70 degrees today. Even though I look like I'm super warm, it the weather was real interesting. Let me say that. Right, the flu virus itself. Let's not even get started on that. But there's a lot of things that I feel like we need to pay attention when it comes to our children, the children that are in the school system. I know when my son got sick, from my understanding, the whole class was sick. There were other schools that, like, classes. We're not talking about something simple. It used to be like one or two kids might get sick in that particular class. No, this was going through the whole damn class. There were like classrooms of children being sick with flu-like symptoms. And on top of that, there are other areas where kids are getting sick with measles-like symptoms. Pay attention. This is why I've been really stressing for y'all to get into your self-care, especially in this Pisces season. This is a time frame. Drink a lot of water, get your chlorophyll, get your supplements up, get all the things that you're supposed to do. Aw, Pooh, I hate to hear you sick. You might need to go get checked out at least, or have somebody that's holistic come to you. Peace, D. Bright, yes. It's the you. I don't know. The moon's still shining kind of bright in different times, because that moon was like, had our sky lit up. The last full moon, the sky was lit up like it was daytime. I remember getting up like, damn, is it 3? And it was like 12. It was crazy. Alkaline water, balance that out. Get your tea game gotta be on fleek. Your supplement game gotta be like all the way on 20. You pray every time they are out and they have to, where he doesn't have to take it, and he, oh yeah. Listen, it's a lot going on. And it's a lot because it's a combination of what they are engineering and doing, but also the combination of how the planet is moving and shifting and changing positions. So now this is the thing with that. The crazy part is that um, I feel like they're trying to counteract what is actually happening. So you got to think what's happening as this planet shifts, and we go through this higher evolution ascension. We become more aware. There's more of us waking up. There's more of us walking in our power. There's more of us coming into our own understanding. So the more that we wake up and the more that we transition into this higher self, that's a problem. So what are they going to do? They're going to go extra hard in trying to counteract that. But pay attention to what certain dynamics represent. So much going on. I don't even want to get in all of that, because y'all know that would be a whole nother page. I touch on it a little bit on here, but that's a whole nother conversation. This still helps your kidneys relax. Yes, distilled is good. Alkaline is good. Spring water is good. I have to make sure it's really spring water these days. Even with the alkaline water, y'all, any alkaline water that you buy that is from the store or the grocers, you have to pay attention to them, because most of those waters are hold on. Oh, somebody was ringing the doorbell. I'm sorry. Most of those waters, when you open them, they the pH level goes down quickly. So by the time it's all done, if you don't drink it in a certain amount of time, it don't matter what your pH level is. I always tell people to get the highest pH level that you can get on the shelf when you buy them from a grocery store. Most of those waters, when they are tested, 9 times out of 10, they end up being, after a certain amount of time, they just as bad as drinking tap water. So don't believe the hype. Get Make sure you get a reputable company that you know for sure are doing what they're supposed to be doing with that alkaline water. There's a lot of people that claim that it's alkaline and it's not, or the pH level is, and it diminishes quickly right after you open them. It shouldn't even be stored in plastic jars. First of all, you shouldn't even be drinking water that you buying out the store that's in plastic. That's a whole nother. But as soon as you open it, either you need to be pouring it in a glass container or storing it a different way. But you definitely need to get it out that plastic that they sell it to you. And then on top of that, just pay attention to, like, whatever company you're buying from. Research them first. There's, like I said, majority of the water that's bought in the grocery store, 9 times out of 10, their pH level only lasts for a very short amount of time. So just research and find out. If you are in Charlotte, I know Comedic Science carry a really high pH water. You can it does They still sell it in the jugs, but you could take that, pour it into a glass container. Um, there's a couple of companies, honestly, that's in Charlotte that you could, like, check out. But just when you buy it, make sure y'all buying the right kind. The still water is really good for you. There's a lot of debate about that. um, but the one thing with the still water is that I look at, that most of the things are out of it. You just have to figure out how to put that, you know, alkalinity back in there. I would rather for you to take some distilled water and put lemon or lime in it than to risk it, honestly. And then spring water, it's a whole nother topic or whatnot. At least until you get to a certain point. Like I said, until you know that you are operating with a certain amount of supplements, a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of mental power. In particular, that's the strongest part, because you can really negate anything going in your body just because of your mental. But we not. That's something else. But, like, you just told us to do all of this, and now you getting ready to say everything can be negated. Um, You just had that conversation with Prince. That's what's up. Don't miss. Yeah, y'all better not be drinking no tap water. I hope there's some. Please say y'all ain't drinking tap water. Please say you ain't. I hope you're not. Peace, beloved. Peace, Sandy. Why I feel like you ain't been on here with us in a couple of days? Hmm. Oh, where's my? Let me go ahead and go over this, what you call it, before my computer keep going to sleep. Okay, so today was about, let me jump into this, mastery. Mastery was to master who you are, make a list of the things you find as your strengths and your weaknesses, look at it, reflect on it, make a plan to master who you are moving forward, because now we're coming closer to the end of our challenge. And um y'all said, oh yeah, y'all said, oh hell no. Okay, I was just making sure. Now y'all coming closer to the end of your challenge. We only have 2 more days left in this challenge. So now that we've kind of navigated through most of the challenge, this is the time frame where you should be looking at, okay, what am I still weak on? What did I have problems with throughout this challenge? What could I tighten up on? What could I get stronger in? Okay. The second thing, you should look at is, what are you really strong in? What's your gifts? You should have seen some of y'all gifts. Like, y'all might have did visualization, and maybe y'all visualization was all the way on point. And you like, oh, wait a minute, this is my thing. This is what I'm gonna start doing for the rest of this time frame. Whatever it is, y'all need to applaud yourself for that, because you discovered something new about yourself. It might be the spiritual bath aspect. It might be the I am aspect, whatever, the juice craze aspect, whatever it is, y'all might have been able to tap into something that you realize was your strength, and you should applaud yourself. I'm so like every time I get a tag or a post or a DM, I'm like so excited and so proud of everyone who participated in this challenge. Y'all are making it super, super hard for me to pick a winner. Lord, whew, I wish somebody else could pick them. I think I kind of got it narrowed down. I kind of got it narrowed down. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Oh, I'm glad you learned a lot. Okay, so tomorrow is similar to the mastery, but it's different. So tomorrow is mirror mirror. Tomorrow is kind of like a second part of what we did today. So it's like look in the mirror, tell yourself all the things that you find amazing, giving affirmation and confirmation of who you are, but be very honest. Not only acknowledging our gifts, but also acknowledging our flaws and what we do. Flaws. Lord, I'm tired. And what we need to do to empower who we are. So it's very similar to mastery, but mastery is more of like, creating that blueprint from a overall perspective. Mirror mirror is going to be more of like just being honest with the visual aspect, but also, like I said, acknowledging your gifts. What were you really, really good at? What is your strength? Also understand the mirror aspect represents something else. So I might need to do a class on the mirror aspect, but when you are, I want you to confirm what it is that you see in the mirror. What Acknowledge, be honest, be very convincing, because the mirror represents different dimensions. So you might be strong in this area and weaker in another area, but that flip image and identity or correlation exists in another dimension. So that's probably a whole nother video, and we're not gonna get into all of that. But I want y'all to really look in the mirror and confirm who you are, what it is that you possess, acknowledge your gifts, but take note of what it is that you need to work on as we move forward. And that would be day 27. Oh my God, we got 2 days left in this challenge. I know I'm gonna say this every day until the challenge over, y'all. I'm like, we got 1 day in this challenge. It's gonna be crazy because I feel like this became part of my life a little bit. Going over this stuff and making sure it kept me disciplined. Yes, the mirror, 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 mirror is a dope one, and I hope y'all receive some of the things that I received when I first had to do that particular aspect. Hmm. Um, it was something else I was thinking about. We talked about the kids paying attention to how they get the synchronicity quicker than us. They get the symbol and the messages, and they feel the shifting way before we feel it, because they are way more receptive, and way more open to spiritual aspects. Um, we talked about this craziness going on in the news and why they finding out people did shit in 2.2 seconds, but you ain't found these missing people. Dreams should be very vivid right now. Yes, Goddess in the Mirror. Y'all better go decode that Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. He was one of the best alchemists there was. Don't Sleep, Mike, Prince, all of them stayed dropping jewels. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of new age people too that drop jewels in their songs. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye. You take the time to decode it. It's a lot. Lot. I normally don't watch the news. My mother watched the news all the time. Oh my God. And I'll catch little bits and pieces. And when I'm catching stuff, y'all know I'm a decoder. So I just be decoding the hell out of stuff. People hate watching TV with me. They be like, God, can she just watch the movie? Can she just watch it like we watching it? No, I can't. I can come in the room and I'll be like, oh, I can't watch this because I'm about to be mad in about 2.2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Rose petal and spirit. Yes, it is. You can use dry rose petals. That's actually um really good for you. Especially if you had time to let them be charged. Like all my roses now have been charged. Oh, listen to this come up I had. So I'm in a store and the brother was about like I was looking for something else. And they had flowers out and they were like starting to wither. The roses, they were starting to wither. And I was like, oh, what y'all about to do with these roses? Because y'all need to get rid of them. And it was like, yeah, it's time to let them go, huh? I was like, mm-hmm. So y'all know what I did next. I was like, well, instead of you throwing them away, y'all could put them in the back of my car. So I ended up getting like, I don't know how many roses. It's crazy. In like all different colors. Really crazy. That's how you do it. Like, y'all wasn't even thinking about throwing these roses away. I done manifested. Look, I done manifested me a whole car full of roses. So I'm gonna be making some some roses, some rose herbs today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna dry them out first. I like, look at that, look at me. Anyway, let's pull a card, y'all, before this thing start counting me down. I'm telling y'all, they be tripping. I swear, my Instagram is tripping. My YouTube, my website. I don't even know if my website work. I can ship you some. I'll dry them out and ship it to you. I got enough, Lord knows. Right now, just off of my last set of roses, I got like 3 jars of these. About 3 or 4 jars full of roses. So I'm about to dry these other ones out. I normally dry them out. Either if it's pretty outside, I normally like put them out and let them dry out, let the sun dry it out. If it's not, then I normally I actually the last part I think I lay them out and dry them. I do have some that I don't dry. One of my oils I didn't dry. I think I'm gonna make some rose water with these though. I gotta go get some vodka. Go get some vodka. Make some Florida water too. I manifest it like this. Never this month. So, oh, good. Because we need the community. The community is oh good. Thank you. Cause it's so much going on right now. On the flip side, I got confirmation that my order, I got some goodies that I'm about to put on the site for y'all when I tell y'all. Because of people asking for certain stuff. I got some stuff that's coming in. I got an order coming in no, Thursday. I got another order coming in on Monday. And I think I got one more order. She said that it will ship out on Thursday. So, yeah, I use like, honey, that's a whole nother type. It ain't the rose water that you put on your face. Let me say that. It's the rose water that I use in my little magical stuff. It ain't regular rose water. Yeah, it ain't regular rose water. Okay, let's get a card, y'all. Interesting. This is perfect. Guess what card came up, y'all? Mirror. So, tomorrow is Mirror Mirror, and I just got through talking about that. So mirror is what? It's about taking time to reflect, taking time to look at ourselves, look at who we are and how we need to refine that. So this is confirmation that that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's crazy. Um, the other card I was trying to see if I could find it real quick. Let me see if it'll come out. The one that I kept seeing. That's crazy. Let me see. It's certain cards that I be knowing it's gonna come out if we was doing a full spread. But I saw this one to come out. Making sure we're taking time to focus on ourselves, making sure our energy is full, making sure that we are, operating from our full self. But this was the other one that I saw. The worth card. The worth card is about knowing who we are, knowing our value, knowing our worth. So I feel like these two in particular definitely tie in with what we're doing tomorrow and the challenge we got tomorrow. That's so crazy. I love synchronicity. I like confirmations like that. I love it. Yeah. No, did we pull overflow? I don't know if we pulled overflow. We might have pulled it. That energy is definitely. Oh, I say. We're going to read this one. This is one of my favorite cards. Divine Alchemy. Because y'all all are alchemists. Y'all all are alchemists. Baby girl, I'm in the inbox you, Lady Tia, because you kept saying you were saying it's rough right now. It's rough in these streets. It's rough. I ain't getting that. It is a lot. Let me say this before we get into this divine alchemy card. It's a lot going on. The energy is real funky. I was even having a moment where I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, it's not feeling right. Something don't feel right. Something was feeling off. Um, and it's very rare that I feel like I can feel it, but I still am maintaining. I was feeling it, but it was bothering me. It wasn't like I feel it and I can just keep moving. It was more like I felt like something went right. I don't know what it was. That's what made me get up and start studying what's going on with the charts, what's going on with different things. Um, just a lot. It was a really, really interesting energy. Um, that's why I posted that post because I did want y'all to understand like we are coming through a solar storm. We are experiencing some things that's going on in the cosmos, and it's going to make us feel a little discombobulated. It's going to make us feel overwhelmed. It's going to make us feel like we got anxiety, um, all kind of stuff. And then that's the other part. Now, when you start to transition, this is something I was building with Lady Tia with Jay. Um, when you start transitioning and when you go through this evolution, there's going to be a your body is going to feel real, real weird. The energy is going to feel weird. I always tell people your psychic senses intensify. Not only that, though, you'll get to a space where the things that you used to like to do, you're not going to like it no more. There are going to be places that you would have been okay going to. You don't want to go there no more. You don't want to be around them people no more. Right. Exactly. You're gonna feel like you want to isolate. Lady T, you just said exactly what I was saying. You're gonna get in that space where um you're gonna just want to pull back. And it's okay. Because this is a time. What did we pull for the full moon? One of the cards that we pulled was the Hermit card. And the Hermit card was about us having to pull away, us having to get on our own mission, us having to be almost like isolated from everyone because we have a destination that we're focused on. This journey, especially of spiritual growth, yes, it's by yourself. And it's time for you to refine, Ashe, and reflect on who you are. But you still are supported by us in the community, the magical ones. We still support you. You still have people who are here to encourage your growth, to tell you like you're not in this by yourself. Because a lot of times we go through this journey and feel like we by ourselves, and we're not. We're not. We're all going through. I'm still going through it, beloved. Y'all are not by yourself. I'm telling you, I woke up in the middle of the night like, wait a minute, something don't feel. I don't feel right. Damn it. Had me cleaning up in the middle of the goddamn night. I was like, my energy ain't right. Something ain't right. Let me get this together. But you know, this is what I don't want y'all to do. And I'm trying to save y'all. Because I know because you're on this journey, you want so bad for your family members to understand you, your loved ones to understand you, your friends to understand you. Don't get so caught up into that. Don't get so caught up into what they are saying, how they see you. Know who you are. Know you have a family and a community of people who think like you, who act like you. We might not be identical, but don't get caught up. Because getting caught up, listen, getting caught up will have you stressed. Getting caught up will have you frustrated. Getting caught up with their fight. Yes, burn y'all some sage, burn y'all some Palo Santo, burn y'all some frankincense, burn you some You know I stay with cinnamon on deck. Burn me some right now. The day I had, this really need to be something else. I don't even smoke, but I swear the day I had, it almost drove me to smoking. Burn you some cinnamon. Listen, even shout out, honey, y'all don't even know. Y'all almost had me to shed a tear. Cause when I say y'all came so on time, y'all saved my throat chakra like times 10. I'm gonna just tell you that. Times 10, beloved. And the one thing that I thought about, I keep constantly getting confirmations that the transitioning that I'm making from one lifestyle, from one career, and it's not that I'm completely leaving it behind, but it is time for me to focus more on this because this is what I love. Um, that was just, it was right on time. That's all I can say. Absolutely. Lady Tia said she done burnt everything up. He's so conscious. I didn't even see you come in, beloved. Girl, I'm about to take a spiritual bath tonight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I gotta take me a spiritual bath, burn me some extra sage. I just got a shipment of Florida water in. I'm about to break these Florida waters out. Oh yeah, we were just we just talking. We chatting. I'm about to read what the one card was for us. Shay. Burning all of it. Mm. It was one of them days, y'all. I ain't even have to deal with a lot of customers today, but what I keep getting confirmation of, and I keep getting confirmation of, just because you think a certain way, everybody don't think like you. That's why I try to save y'all from a lot of stuff. Just because you think a certain way, it ain't meant for everybody to see it the way you see it. It ain't meant for everybody to get that blessing and that lesson like you getting it. It ain't meant for everybody to be woke. I love them. I love them. It ain't meant for everybody to be woke though. It's not. Some people supposed to stay asleep. Some people got to recycle back. It ain't meant for them to go through the ascension. Man, listen, pop that bottle. I got a big one too. I'm like, I just ordered a stupid shipment just for the website. I got Florida water soap coming in. I got patchouli soap coming in. I got cinnamon soap coming in. When I tell you, like, I'm trying to make sure y'all good. I'm about to have all the spiritual needs that we need on deck. I was like, I wasn't ordering just for y'all. I was ordering for me too. Okay, let me stop being silly. Okay, so the divine alchemy card was, we bring you the blessing of divine alchemy. Divine alchemy is the art of transmutation, the application of spiritual consciousness to the physical form, so profound that an entirely new form evolves. It is irreversible change. It is the coal transformed into a diamond, the lead of sleeping matter awakened into radiant gold of consciousness. Successful alchemy, successful alchemy transformation requires patience, courage, and a belief in the power of spirit above all. The radical and permanent transformation effected by divine alchemy may seem miraculous to the outsider viewing the changed form, yet the alchemist knows that when spiritual consciousness meets physical matter, the world will never be the same again. Ashe. That was right on time. So listen, divine alchemy. Listen, I swear that was like right on time from everything that we going through. What we just talked about. What did we just talk about? We just talked about the whole aspect of the planet doing what it's doing. It's shifting and it's changing. It's changing the energy. It's creating a spiritual aspect that is manifesting in the physical realm. And we see it. We feel it. Our children see it. They are feeling it. We're seeing it in society. We're seeing what's going on the news. There is a shift and a change that's happening. But y'all are alchemists. We see it happening. We feeling it happening. And we know it's necessary. In order for us to get through this ascension, we know it's necessary. Okay? So know that it's divine for you to go through this transformation. Know that it is necessary for you to go through this transformation so we can get to the other side. So, yes, they might not get it right now, but when they see you shining the way that you shining, they going to try to figure that shit out. What did you do? 'Cause I remember how you was last year around this time. What did you do? Think about how when you see somebody that you ain't seen in a long time and they like this big, but they might have been like a big as a house, as my grandma would say. What did you do? Think about that person that looked like they might have been on crack. And I'm not picking on crackheads. I'm not. But they looked like they was on crack. They was toe up. They was looking like they was having a hard life. And then the next time you see them, they look like they glowing. They skin looking good. They looking like they out here living the best life. What did you do? Okay, so this daggone divine alchemy, honey, this is for you. This is us. This is what we just went through. This is so like perfect timing, not just for me, but for everybody. Empress, you are an empress. You got the name Empress. Yo, ho, you shouldn't even be worried about what anybody taking you through right now. Please understand it. You too powerful. You too powerful. You gravitated to us. You're in the right place. You too powerful and too beautiful to be going through anything. You an empress. Shit. Don't get me on my stuff. Y'all know I like to sit back on my crown. This my throne. Y'all not gonna take me off my throne. No, I'm not coming down to play with the peasants. No, I can't do it. Listen, not going to do it. So tomorrow, mirror, mirror, take the time to refine, take the time to reflect, take the time to really just get in your energy, get in your power, acknowledge it, celebrate it. I really kind of want y'all to do more than just more of that, celebrating where you at right now. Look how far you came. We on day 27 of the challenge. I want y'all to look at how far y'all came from the beginning. I know I see it. I don't even know if Search has on there. I need for all of y'all who ain't following Search has, y'all need to go on there, like his video, and tag Beyonce or somebody. Damn it, Missy. I don't know who all he want to dance for. He had me hype. I'm on his page, and I forgot I was up in the middle of the night, and I was like looking at everybody's tag. I was like hype. Listen, all of y'all have grown. All of y'all. I've seen so much. And I get so many messages from the people who are doing the challenge. So I'm so excited just for y'all to have it went and committed to your own self growth, your own self love. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. People have a hard time doing that. That's like, and I always tell people, like, we quick to commit to relationships, to jobs, to other people, to other responsibilities, and we won't commit to ourselves. You got to commit to you first. Commit to your own self-love first. I can't give anybody else love if I ain't committed to my own love, my own self-healing. um what was the challenge, Empress? If you go to my website, you can click the link um in my bio. It's sheismagic.com, and I still have this challenge on there. You didn't have to do it with us through these 28 days. I've saved most of the videos and put it on my YouTube page as well. You could still go through, do your own challenge. It's really, really special. I do think I did a breakdown pretty good on each one. And like I said, you could go through it. All right. Yes, y'all go follow each other. Make sure y'all keep the community going, growing from each other, um, learning. The ones of y'all in the group, y'all need to be putting some stuff in the group. Don't wait for me to post. Y'all can post too. Post some stuff. Post it so y'all can. That's the whole point of us creating the group on Facebook, so we can learn from each other. All right. All right, beloveds, that's all I got. Emmy, I pulled that little bit of energy together to give y'all because I've been at work since early this morning when I um and was getting the shop situated for what I got to do this week. It's gonna be hectic, but it's gonna be good. My mom had to give me a word. She had to give me that good word today. I was like, you know what? You right. I'm tripping. Sometimes you have to acknowledge when you tripping. I was tripping today. I was in my own feelings. Uh-oh. Okay, y'all. Let me go. I love y'all. I hope that y'all are amazing. I hope that you had a wonderful day. I'm getting ready to go do my hair right now. I think I want some big hair. So tomorrow I might come back and I might have some red big hair. We'll see. Yeah, because I might get lazy and take my ass to bed. I'm just saying. So I love y'all. Have a wonderful evening. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.